Welcome to Great Neighborhood Cooks. I'm your host, Rob Kircher. Each week I'm going to be knocking on the doors of amazing cooks who live down the street or around the corner. Who knows, maybe from your own neighborhood. For the most part, they're unsung cooks known mainly to their family and friends. Or they might be cooks from that great little hideaway restaurant that we love to discover. Either way, their relative obscurity is about to change as I bring them into the spotlight. So who will be the next discovered great neighborhood cook? Well, stay tuned to find out.
So this really is a great kitchen.
God,
I know.
Thank you.
I love your herbs.
Oh, thank you
Those will
very
come
much.
in handy, I'm sure.
Yes.
So Maria and Tony, I know you're going to be doing some amazing things for us today. Can you just tell the audience exactly what you're going to be doing? Kind of go through your list of things you're going to be creating for us?
Absolutely, yeah. So we're going to do a series of tapas. You know, in tapas in Spain, it's a very social style way of eating small portions.
And because I'm from the Canary Islands, I'm going to prepare some...
Canary Islands, I love that.
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
Sounds
just-
exotic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
They
does.
are really
Well,
exotic.
I have a pretty good idea, but exactly where is the Canary Islands? Where is it?
They are off the coast of Africa, in the south of Spain. So actually we're closer to Africa than to mainland Spain.
Ah.
But we are Spanish and we speak Spanish. With our own words and way of saying things, but
And your way of eating.
and our way of eating, of course. And even between the islands, regardless that they are really close, we speak in a different way and we cook our meals in a completely different way.
These are all the ingredients for everything
For
that we're
everything
going to
you
use
talked
for
about.
cooking.
Yeah.
You'll
Okay.
see a common thread here, which is garlic. You know, we are Spaniards, so it is Mediterranean and we love our garlic,
Look
right?
at all those beautiful mushrooms.
Yeah, these are the mushrooms, which is just a kind of a medley. This is Maria's rabbit, which is
Awesome pepper.
yeah, and then also we've got some fresh thyme, some bay leaves, some additional oregano. This is the mojo that Maria prepares.
So Tony, introduce us to your wonderful guests. I know you got some pretty amazing people here. So
Absolutely.
let's meet them, okay?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, special guys. This is Victor Valdivia.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Victor,
Hi,
how are
Victor
you?
Valdivia here.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you. I'm the head sommelier at a private club here in Naples. Born and raised in New York City. Been a sommelier for 22 years. Just became a member of the Shen, and I got to meet Tony here and his lovely wife Maria. I'm super excited to try the wines and some great food.
Well, we're happy you're here. This is
Thank
gonna
you
be
for
so
coming.
much fun.
Thank you very much.
And who do we have next?
Fernando Zavala.
Fernando
you.
Zavala, nice to
Pleasure,
meet you.
pleasure.
I'm a local architect. I've been in Naples since 2000. I'm from Argentina originally, and I was lucky to meet Maria and Tony recently. And so, thank you for having me here. I also look forward to trying this.
Great to
By the
have
way,
you.
part of your hair is a little out of place
Oh,
there, but
God.
okay, yeah.
Rafael.
How are you?
Feliciano.
Raphael, how are you? Pleasure.
Good, good. I own a company co-own a company called the Food Idea Group. We do restaurant marketing and culinary events here in the area. So we do Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral Restaurant Week. We founded Bacon Fest. We do Everglades Seafood Festival, and we work with the best restaurants in the area.
Oh.
I eat for a living.
So the bar is high here. We
They
got
actually pay you for that, right?
Yeah,
You get paid to do
listen,
that.
I've had worse jobs.
Amazing. And I know this guy.
Mr. Roger Weatherburn
Good
Baker.
to meet you. Pleasure.
Tony. I'm the president of the Naples chapter of the Scendo Rotusser, which is a worldwide food and wine gourmet society. We have 25,000 members in 80 countries.
Wow.
And Tony here is chairman of our wine committee, and Maria is part of our dinner committee. So the two of them help put together these events that we do once a month, all year long.
And you just had one, right? Recently.
We just had one when he got promoted.
You
God knows why.
You got promoted.
Yes, I did.
All right, let's get on with the cooking.
All right. This is the easy part of the mackerel. But the funny thing about it is that they do it whole. These are really small mackerels, and you can see because they have the bone inside, which normally you get, it's just a fillet.
That's right, yeah.
Now, I'm going to ask you a really stupid question. I thought mackerel was a bigger fish.
It can be, but
Yeah.
don't forget if it had a head and a
Right.
tail on it, it would be a little bigger. But
Yeah.
sometimes they can,
Yeah, that's what
This,
I thought. Okay.
this would be like this, the
Yeah.
size of a like
Yeah.
a big sardine.
yeah.
The other thing you're getting out of this is the omega
Three.
Yeah.
Three.
Maybe
yeah.
three, yeah. Now, let's talk a little bit about you and your lovely wife. What did you actually meet her?
You know, we met in Madrid, and we were in a champagne club, and it was
Champagne Club.
That's a good club to
yeah,
belong to.
Champagne Club.
yeah, it was kind of like a social network, but you actually, you know, you meet in real places. You go out and have a glass of wine or a meal, and you talk to other people. And I could always, you know, hear my mother's voice in the back of my head saying in Spanish, "You need to meet someone with your own interests, common interests." And of course, when I saw the Champagne Club and I saw a picture of Maria's face, I said, "There she is. That's my common interest." So,
Well, you've done a fine job of.
yeah, massacring the the caballa. All right, we love the idea of tapas, and you know, and people having the opportunity to try small plates with some wine, and I kind of miss that in Spain, where you go out to a little tavern or somewhere, because you don't really need to have, especially at night. We have, you know, in Spain we have a saying where you want to eat breakfast like a king, eat lunch like a prince, and have dinner like a beggar. and that's the right way to do it.
I like that.
It's all, you know, France, Italy, Spain. We all share a common thread, which food is such an important part of our life,
Right.
and it's
We're still the new colony.
We are the new colony. We really are. There's no question about it. Wow. Well, Tony, I got to tell you something. It's looking fantastic.
I know.
The presentation
This
is
is
all part of this.
this
as
is a
well, right?
really easy
Yeah,
thing. I thought
beautiful.
maybe that was going to get chopped up, but
No,
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 you
no.
just leave it all by itself.
yeah. And then the hard part would be the tomatoes.
And then
Yeah, exactly. And then with the tomatoes,
Some of our TV audience doesn't know about that, but these
If I
have
can make
become,
this comparison, it's sort of like sushi. I mean, the way he's actually making it, right?
it just makes placement of small items like this much easier.
the problem is getting them to stay on.
I know.
Yes.
And then do a little toast because this is
Perfect.
certainly.
Come join us. Thank you.
I won't get into humble sauce.
And then last but not least,
Bird sauce.
I'm gonna put just a, and this is the hard part. This is interesting. People would be fascinated with this. So, which this is like, if
Yeah.
you can imagine.
smell that?
Yeah. Oh, yes, but you'll see.
It's highly
That
concentrated.
is insane.
Wow.
That's really it.
And this is spectacular on, believe it or not, like a steak. It's so good.
Really?
Yeah, just very little, because obviously these are,
A little goes a long way, huh?
yes, absolutely. Okay.
Ready?
Bon appetit.
1, 2,
2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
Yummy.
Tony, that is superb. I mean, really superb.
It's so good, I'm wearing it
Wow.
in my hair.
Thinking of updating your kitchen? Don't just replace, create. Let the experienced craftsmen at Kitchens by Ambiance create a space that will truly impress. Create a kitchen with ambiance. Kitchens by Ambiance. Visit our showroom in Bonita Springs across from the promenade on Tamiami Trail, or find us online at kitchensbyambiance.com.
Hey, look, come on.
Kids on the rocks again. Hey, you kids can't play here.
Not fun. Fun. Golisano Children's Museum of Naples. Fun.
I've been suffering from hearing loss as long as I can remember. It used to be I couldn't hear people in crowded rooms. Now I can't hear people in any situation anywhere. That's severe. Finally, I decided to do something about it, and I went to Beltone 5-Star Hearing.
If you're anything like Rob and you have to use your phone on speaker all the time, or you find yourself turning the volume up on the television, well, come see us. It may just be earwax, and we can check that for you. If you're over 55, you should get your hearing check every year. We do this free here at Beltone 5-Star Hearing.
I've been in this industry since 1972, and helping Rob was a wonderful thing. I wear the same hearing aids, and I'm excited about how much they help me. I have just a super high frequency loss, no low frequency, and I'm able to hear and understand my wife clearly.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
Okay.
It's a good thing. I don't want to miss anything my wife says to me, by the way. The other thing is, of all the hearing aids I fit, Beltone is the best product ever. I started with Beltone in 1972. I've had 20 years with Beltone off and on over the years, and they are the leaders in the industry, and far none. You get service, and there's 1,600 facilities in the country, and there's a Beltone nearest you. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call your local Beltone dealer for service. And that's what hearing aids are all about. They need service after you purchase them.
And it's very, very easy to help you with this Bluetooth hearing devices from Beltone. And he's lucky enough that he can just go on his phone. No one will know what he's doing. He can turn the volume up, turn the volume down, change to a different program. And guess what? If he loses the hearing devices, he can find them on that phone. So just come see us. It's free just to have an evaluation.
These hearing aids that I just love them. I absolutely love them. At DeRoma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant, they do things differently. They do it the authentic way. For example, why is their fresh homemade mozzarella the best you've ever tasted? Well, take a look at this. Well, it's because it's made slowly and lovingly, the way it's been produced for generations. It's the same with their incredible custom blended DeRoma wines. They go hand in hand. The art is in the pairing, like everything else thoughtfully prepared at DeRoma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant. It's Little Italy at the Promenade in Bonita Springs.
Moran Edwards Asset Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors has 25 professionals dedicated to attentive, personalized service. Our team's credentials cover a wide range of advisory disciplines, and we've been helping families and institutions invest to achieve their financial goals for over 30 years. Call 239-254-2200 or visit moranedwards.com for a complimentary consultation. Moran Edwards, passionate, personable, performance-driven.
Now it's your turn, Maria.
Yes.
And what are you going to be doing for us?
Right, so I'm gonna start with the fish croquettes. And fish croquettes is really a little bit hassle to do them, but then they're really tasty, so it's worth the effort.
Some garlic here.
Yeah, a little bit of garlic and cayenne pepper
And
to give it a
cayenne.
little bit of
Yep.
little bit of kick.
We like a little kick.
So depending how the quantity of fish you have, for example, I'm using this quantity, then you calculate more or less amount of onions that you put. So
it looks like equal amounts.
yeah,
Yep.
kind of.
Okay.
So because you want to have like a nice mix of fish and onion.
And Maria putting the salt in, or is
So,
that pepper?
salt and pepper.
Pepper, okay.
We don't want to add too much salt into the onion because remember that the fish
The fish is already going to
has already some salt, so we don't want them like that salty.
So just about a half a cup of
Yeah, I'm actually going to use this.
so that goes right in there. Now that's something that I'm learning that's new.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, the thing is, if you add flour while it's hot,
Yeah.
it's going to make like a dough ball.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
like
true.
it. And
But I've never made a roux
oh,
with wine. I've always
Thank
done it
you.
with water.
okay, yeah, okay, that's right. I didn't think about that. Maybe I'm
Sometimes we do
actually-
things in the kitchen, we just don't realize that.
yeah. And I need where's my salt?
It doesn't take long for those flames to open.
It does.
Well, these
yeah.
actually take a little while. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Normally they wouldn't, but these
Wrong,
take.
Rob, that they take them.
Okay, so now is the
They're
time.
not like mussels. They
They're
just
like
take-
mussels.
Now is the time to
So
add the
you're
fish.
adding your fish now to your
That has been
beautiful-
already.
And Maria's adding her fish now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so the fish is already shredded, but once you put it on the pan together with the onion, you help yourself with a spoon.
And about how much fish do you have there, Maria? What is that?
Looks like about a cup.
A little
Like
bit of a cup?
yeah, yeah.
Cup of onions and a cup of fish. That
Ooh.
looks so good.
Tony, that looks amazing. What do you think?
It's good. I just want to
You-
check
you-
for the
you
salt. I
approve?
always worry
Yeah.
about the salt.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, perfect. It's good. I may add a little bit more wine because it's taking its time to.
Maria's, this looks amazing. Now, could you substitute this? I love cilantro. Could you put cilantro into the parsley, or would that be too
You
strong?
could, but it isn't Spanish.
You could, but then it wouldn't be like.
It wouldn't
I
be
think-
Spanish.
Yeah,
That would
because
be more
it-
Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah.
With a little bit more
We
wine.
already have the olive
They're
oil
all
in
opening
there.
up now.
Yeah, beautiful.
Just that
Wow.
touch of
Couple
additional
more.
wine.
Another
Yep.
Oh my
probably
goodness.
Just
half a
enough-
minute.
exactly,
You think you're
yep.
there.
Can I have some salt on it?
Oh, salt. Yep. Sorry.
Thank you.
Tony, we have to get into your second tapas here. It looks so fantastic. Let's serve everyone, but let's also have a toast because we're using a different kind of wine now.
We are Amontillado, which is a little bit more aged than the one we were having before, as you can tell by the color and the taste.
Actually, you have a little pre-cup
I
there.
know you do. You are a
Pre-glass or pre-cupper.
It is. The
Not to be confused with cupcake. That's something entirely different. Okay, so, and again, these are little neck clams, correct?
Little neck clams. Cook.
And
And do we eat these with our fingers?
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you want to eat these with
We
your
have to
fingers.
remember that in Spain, when we eat tapas, we use our fingers all the time.
all the time.
Because it's, I mean, we consider it's like an informal way to share the food. So it's just like you put the plates on the middle and everybody takes from the plate with a finger.
All right, so let's have a toast, okay? Wonderful.
Salud.
Salud.
And this
Salud.
is,
Salud.
another
Salud.
incredible cherry.
Salud.
Let's see if I can get it here, guys. Here we go. One more. Here we go.
Salud.
All right.
Yum.
So this, and of course, this lends itself with dipping bread as well. You know, typically you would dip your bread in the sauce, Maria.
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay.
I gotta tell you something, you guys are absolutely amazing. These first two tapas have just been insane. I mean, this is just so good. It's almost too good, Tony. So-
Never too good.
That's it.
Oh wow, that's good.
You happy?
So right now we're going to be doing a wonderful dish. I call it hot and pepper. You call it something else, right?
Marinated rabbit.
Yeah, so it's a rabbit. So Maria's going to be doing a rabbit for us. So what's the first thing we do, Maria?
Right, so important thing about the rabbit when we cook the rabbit is that we have to leave it marinate for overnight. So I prepared it so that it can be tasty for our guests today, but I'm gonna show you here which is the marinade made from. So I'm gonna start here, just mixing all the ingredients so that you know what is in this bowl. So, because we are in Spain, we use a lot of olive oil. So we add some olive oil. You don't want virgin olive oil because it will be too strong for this.
Too much taste.
Yes, yes. So you want the plain olive oil.
And that's a lot of garlic.
Yeah, so depending the amount of...
They use a lot of garlic.
Yes,
Which I
we love garlic.
I love it.
Yeah.
Help yourself there.
So it looks like about a third of a cup of olive oil, and
Mhm.
now maybe almost as much of chopped garlic.
Yeah, so then we add some
Thyme.
thyme, fresh thyme. If you don't have fresh thyme,
You want the thyme?
thyme, you can use a dry one, but...
You don't put a lot in there.
Well, with fresh,
And then we add some oregano.
yep, dried oregano.
Mm-hmm. And then, in Spain we love paprika. That's what we call pimentón.
So this is the heat.
Yes. And then the last touch is to add a little bit of white wine.
So no sherry in this
Good.
one.
No,
wine.
no.
Yep.
So you mix. And then when you do that, your mix, you see if it needs a little bit more of oil, maybe a little bit more of paprika. So for example, in here, we can see that it's not as red as the one we have in here. So that means that we need to add a little bit more of pimentón.
Rabbit is one of my favorite dishes, and so I don't think I've ever had rabbit the way she's preparing it.
No, I haven't
good.
either.
Unbelievable.
This is really typical in the Canaries, really typical in the Canaries. So we use the same marinade for tuna in the Canaries.
You know, I think your marriage, you and Maria, was sort of made in culinary heaven. You know, I mean, the way you guys work together and just the creative aspects you bring to your cooking, the uniqueness is just amazing.
It's an important part of our life. We really do. For us, it's one of the common core values that bring us together. And we enjoy, we always have. And I'll tell you, when I first met Maria, she invited me to her home for dinner after we met, and she cooked a 3-course meal, printed menu, paired with Canary wines from the Canary Islands. Yes, it was spectacular. I still have it. And I said, that's it. This is the one.
This is it.
I was like, I knew.
When they print the menu, then you know.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
It's a big deal. Looks beautiful.
This rabbit with another wonderful.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
So Tony, we're pairing this wonderful rabbit with another wine, right?
Oh,
That's right. This is a Grenache, or as we would say in Spain, Garnacha, which is from old vines. I think these are like 80, 90-year-old vines, and it's.
You are
I
all
think it's
in
a
for a
great wine,
treat.
spectacular.
Well, I haven't tried it, but just the color alone is just amazing. But
Yeah.
let's have another toast to this amazing third dish, I guess, or fourth dish. It's the house and pepper, and you
Yes.
call it rabbit, right?
Yeah.
You give it another name.
Thank you.
Let's toast. And we use our fingers, don't we?
Of course.
Salud. Salud.
Yes. So
Where does it
with
go?
your fingers, grab it, bite it,
Let's do it.
and enjoy.
Put it over the sink.
And that's the way we liked it in Spain. Very social like this. Just.
Is it nice? Good.
Thinking of updating your kitchen? Don't just replace, create. Let the experienced craftsmen at Kitchens by Ambiance create a space that will truly impress. Create a kitchen with ambiance. Kitchens by Ambiance. Visit our showroom in Bonita Springs across from the promenade on Tamiami Trail, or find us online at kitchensbyambiance.com.
On September 10th, 2017, Hurricane Irma unleashed her fury and powerful winds on southwest Florida, leaving many homeowners in a state of dismay. I was one of them. Days turned into weeks, and that turned into months. Among the maze of promising roof contractors and so-called experts, one company stood out, ACC Mastercraft. And I want you to do me a favor. Folks, contact them. They're on Trade Center Way. They are unbelievable. They do two things that I was blown away by. One, they believe in service, and two, they believe in helping you. Can you imagine that? It's true. Contact them. It's the best thing you can possibly do for yourself. And when you do, I want you to call me and let me know how you make out, because they're unbelievable. Seriously.
Moran Edwards Asset Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors has 25 professionals dedicated to attentive, personalized service. Our team's credentials cover a wide range of advisory disciplines, and we've been helping families and institutions invest to achieve their financial goals for over 30 years. Call 239-254-2200 or visit moranedwards.com for a complimentary consultation. Moran Edwards, passionate, personable, performance-driven.
At the Roma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant, they do things differently. They do it the authentic way. For example, why is their incredible bread and pastries the best you've ever tasted? Well, it's because they're made artfully and lovingly every day, using only the freshest ingredients possible. The same care and thoughtfulness goes into their freshly brewed, custom blended coffee. The Roma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant at the Promenade in Bonita Springs is the closest place to Little Italy in Southwest Florida. I've been suffering from hearing loss as long as I can remember. It used to be I couldn't hear people in crowded rooms. Now I can't hear people in any situation anywhere. That's severe. Finally, I decided to do something about it, and I went to Beltone 5-Star Hearing.
I've been in this industry since 1972, and helping Rob was a wonderful thing. I wear the same hearing aids, and I'm excited about how much they help me. I have just a super high frequency loss, no low frequency, and I'm able to hear and understand my wife clearly. I started with Beltone in 1972. I've had 20 years with Beltone off and on over the years, and they are the leaders in the industry, and far none. You get service, and there's 1,600 facilities in the country, and there's a Beltone nearest you. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call your local Beltone dealer for service.
So just come see us. It's free just to have an evaluation.
These hearing aids that I just love them. I absolutely love them. Well, we're back from our break, and we're here again with Maria. And Maria, you're doing another just an amazing tapas. Tell us what you're doing.
Yes, so this is the croquette dough that we were doing on the first part. Yep. So I let them to cool off because this needs to be cooled before you form the croquette. So basically, what you do is just you take a little bit.
Like a little ball.
Yeah, you do it like this in your hand.
So if I use it in my hand, would it be a bigger ball?
Yes.
That's
So
a
if you
big
want
croquette.
bigger croquettes, it will do it for you.
Big Mac croquette.
So when you were sauteing the onions and the fish and adding the parsley to it, you also added in flour
Yes.
to thicken it up.
That's it.
Okay, so you added about 5 tablespoons or 6 tablespoons of flour to that, and you just kept cooking it and stirring it.
That's it.
And then you let it cool, and this is the stage we're at now.
That's the stage we're at
Okay,
now.
perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then you do this.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ruth.
So this is like an egg-shaped.
Yeah. And then you do this.
Yep. This is the traditional shape of croquettes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And again, there are people that like their croquette big.
Yep.
I particularly like them like this size.
You
So-
know, I have to get in.
Ruth has got it.
Good.
and that's what
I
love
love
about
that.
her. She has to get in
She
there.
gets stuck in. I love it.
But she does it so well. That's not bad.
Well, the same. Remember that everything inside is already cooked.
Yeah.
So it means that you don't need to really cook the croquette.
You
The
just
only
want to brown
You
it.
want to brown
yeah,
it a little bit.
you just want
Okay.
to brown them and that's it. So let's see if our oil is ready. It is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start putting our croquettes in there.
And again, this is breadcrumbs, or is that?
Breadcrumbs, yes. So this is just 1 egg. So for the amount of dough that we have, 1 egg is just enough. So,
We like being bossed around.
so
No.
when we see that it's getting
Oh,
brown,
look at that! Look at that!
we
Wow.
turn it.
Wow!
So remember, you just need to turn it
Perfect.
once. Okay,
Look at that!
just doing it with my left hand. And not left
You
hand.
could tell a chef. She
That's it.
uses this.
It's not quite ready. Yeah, don't try this at home.
No, exactly.
Definitely not. They look fantastic. Sample them?
Yes, of course. And again, with your fingers.
And again, I love the whole idea to use your fingers.
Be careful, they're hot,
Yes, be careful.
Yes.
They're hot.
and they hold their heat.
Yes, they do. You're right.
Oh my gosh. Yummy.
I can't even express it. It's so good.
It really is.
Really.
So tasty.
Tony, you're a lucky man. Lucky
Yes, I am. I know this.